Hey, it's Chelsea from Liberation Flow. This video is a recording of the morning class that I just shot for everyone. It's actually the afternoon where at. I'm in Hamar, Reykjavik in Iceland. And so I recorded this at a time that was the morning for people on the Pacific coast of the US, of the States. So I just wanted to come in here and give a little intro to the flow. I was also teaching to another teacher of ours, so I was the beginning of the flow. I was speaking to them directly. So I believe that we're in Sphinx pose, and I said something about you know where to go, but if you don't know where to go, I do explain it. I hope you enjoy this flow. If you are part of the global majority, person of color, BIPOC, this is for you. If you do not qualify for those things, if you are a person of non-color, a person that is maybe closer to the hue of this wall behind me, feel free to follow along with the video. Anything that we post in public is just in public, but we do ask you to please donate to our Venmo at Liberation Flow to support the class, to support what we're doing. Liberation Flow is a collective of BIPOC teachers creating content, creating yoga experiences, yoga classes for other people of color. So we just want to kind of disrupt the yoga space and make space for people that feel maybe less included in those spaces. So thank you so much if you are here to follow along, and if you are here to maybe wake up with Liberation Flow, or maybe you're practicing this in the afternoon or in the evening. I do mention the time once or twice in the video, so again, please ignore that. That was very specific to what I was, to the time that I was recording this to. I hope all of that made sense. We are donation based, so if you would like to kick us a donation, please, again, Venmo, Liberation Flow, all one word. It should be pretty easy to find. It should be in the description below. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy. Peace. Okay, all right, so let's just get started. I actually want to get started in Sphinx pose, so you know where you're going with that. I want this to be kind of a hybrid of sorts. So I'm starting out with this yin posture to kind of wake up the back. And that means bringing your elbows underneath your shoulders, palms on the ground, lift your chest. If you have a pillow nearby, a bolster, and you would like to put that under your chest, or a block to put under your chin, you're welcome to do so. Take your time, because we're going to be holding this pose while we get acquainted with the breath. And so anytime that you feel maybe a little bit more pressure in your lower back, or you feel some pressure in your shoulders, feel free to drop down, let your head come down. Feel free to come out of the pose entirely. But Sphinx pose is a yin pose, and as you know, we'll hold this for some time. I'd say about maybe a minute while we get acquainted with the breath. So you can find a place where you feel comfortable being still for a longer period of time. Make your way there. And then just bring your awareness to your breath as it is in your body right now. Breathing in and out through the nose. Feeling the sensation of the ground beneath you. Maybe your belly pressing against the floor. Maybe you're already feeling the heat in your shoulders, low back. Use the floor as resistance. You tune into the breath. You can close your eyes down here if that feels comfortable. Now please take a big breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Again, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Another breath in through the nose. This time, seal your lips. And exhale through the nose. Keep breathing deeply like this, allowing your diaphragm to expand and contract, making more space for the breath. You might layer in an ujjayi breath, bringing a slight constriction to the back of the throat, allowing the breath to come in through the nostrils, making that whooshing sound like an ocean wave. And then back out through the nostrils, making that same ocean wave sound. Remember, if you're feeling tired at all, if you're feeling like this is an unsustainable pose for you, feel free to take a break, roll your shoulders out, roll your neck. We'll be here for 5 more breaths. Really get acquainted with that ujjayi breath. Maybe even breathe so loud that you can hear the sound in your ears. Maybe if there were another person in the room, they could hear you breathe. Filling up the space around you with the sound of your breath. One more breath here. Take a big inhale in. Exhale, lower your head all the way down to the floor. Bring your right ear to the ground. And bring your arms to the side. Just take a moment of rest. Continue breathing the ujjayi breath. Now drag your hands back underneath your shoulders. Zip your 2 legs together. Press your feet into the floor. Engage your legs so that your kneecaps lift away from the floor. And then your next inhale, cobra pose, lift your chest. Track your elbows back. Eyes up towards the ceiling. Pause and breathe. Next exhale, lower down to the mat. Next inhale, cobra pose, lift your head, neck, and chest. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra pose, little to no weight in the hands. Eyes up towards the ceiling. Lift one more rib off of the floor. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, bring yourself up to a tabletop position. Automatically start to hinge back and forth. Maybe bringing weight into one hand and the other. Shift from side to side. Take a moment to wiggle, stretch. Maybe even turn your wrists out, your fingertips in, and hinge back and forth gently over your hands. Maintaining that breath. Make your way to a neutral tabletop. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, tailbone back, crown of the head forward. Take a breath in here. Exhale. Next inhale, reach your right hand high up towards the ceiling. Exhale, thread the needle. Bring your right shoulder down to the ground, your right hand underneath your left armpit, and then just lower down, right ear down to the mat. You can leave your left hand underneath your shoulder, or you can extend your left hand forward, or you can place your left hand towards the front right pocket or front right hip behind your low back. Try to redistribute your weight evenly across your two legs. It's a lot of compression here in the right shoulder. And breathe into the left side lungs and maybe look up towards the ceiling. Come back to your breath. When you're ready, place your left hand down underneath your left shoulder. Next inhale, reach your right arm high up towards the ceiling. Open up your chest, reach, extend, spiral out. The next exhale, right hand down to the earth. Take a moment, shift from side to side. Feel the ground beneath you. Next inhale, reach your left hand high up towards the ceiling. Exhale, thread the needle. Bring your left hand underneath your right armpit. Reach the other side of the room. Lower your left shoulder down to the ground. Your right hand can remain where it is, or you can extend, reach your right hand forward. Or find that half bind by reaching your right hand behind your low back towards your front left pocket, left hip. From there, come back to your breath. Breathing into the right side lungs. Maybe send your gaze up towards the ceiling. Redistribute your weight over your two legs. Breathe. Lower your right hand down to the earth. Next inhale, reach your left hand high up towards the ceiling. Spiral open, lift your chest, open your chest. And next exhale, lower your left hand back down to earth. Come back to your neutral tabletop. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, tailbone back. Inhale for cow pose. Dip your navel down. Flare your tailbone. Send your eyes up towards the ceiling. Pause and breathe. Feel the shape. Next, exhale, cat pose. Press your heart up towards the ceiling. Eyes back. Tuck your tail. Pause and breathe here. Next, inhale, cow pose. Dip the navel, flare the tail, eyes up. Exhale, cat pose, heart up towards the ceiling, dome through the shoulders, eyes back towards the wall behind you. Tuck your tail. Inhale for cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. And then take the next couple of breaths, either to continue in cat-cow, or you can start making circles with your chest, clockwise and then counterclockwise, shifting back and forth. You can find some movement that addresses the fluidity of your spine. Maybe that doesn't look or feel like a typical yoga pose. Just take a moment to feel out how the spine feels today. Where things are sticky, where things are tight, maybe where things feel good, where things feel loose. Maybe not too loose. Weird adjective. Anyway. Make your way back to your neutral tabletop. And then lift your knees, tuck your toes, find high plank pose. Right away, start to move your plank. You can shift back and forth. You can walk, pedal your heels. You can find just some movement that feels natural to you right now. And then press back out into a high plank pose. Lower your right knee down. Bring your weight into your right hand. And then inhale, reach your left hand high up towards the ceiling for a supported side plank pose. Pause and breathe, stretching outward, upward. Try to find your stillness here, your support with your right hand on the ground, right knee on the ground, left foot on the ground. So you can lift your top body upward. And then from there, we're going to add some arm circles. So next inhale, reach your left bicep towards your left ear. Exhale, make a big circle, reaching forward through to almost to reach your left foot. And then as you inhale, your arm comes back up, finding that side plank. Exhale, circle. Inhale, reach. Exhale, circle. Inhale, reach. Exhale, high plank pose. Right away, come back to marching, come back to moving, hinge back and forth. Send some blood into those extremities, our limbs. Make your way to a still high plank, and then lower your left knee down. Roll the inside edge of your right foot down onto the ground, so finding that side plank again. This time the right leg is extended, the left arm is supporting you. Reach your right hand up. Pause and find that stability and support. Find your breath. Inhale, lower your right bicep towards your right ear. Reach, extend as far as you can. Exhale, find that circle, reaching back towards your right foot. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, circle. Inhale to reach. Exhale, circle. Inhale, reach. Exhale, high plank pose. This time we're gonna hold that high plank. So this time, drag your heels back towards the wall behind you. Press your toes down, and then try to get your body into one long line. You're welcome to drop your knees down to the floor for more support here. Otherwise, shoulders over wrists, heels in one line with your hips and your head. Stick with the breath. Push the ground away. Take an inhale here. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Untuck your toes. Hands underneath your shoulders, elbows to your sides. Inhale for a cobra pose. Lift your head, neck, and chest. Exhale, tabletop. Inhale, tuck your toes. Exhale, lift your hips. Downward facing dog. Here we are. Right away, you can start to move your downward facing dog, pedaling your heels, walk the dog, bend your knees, even shift your hips from side to side. Feeling the length in the side bodies here. Make sure your hands are open nice and wide. Press the mat away, melting your chest towards the tops of your thighs. Let your head go. Nod yes, shake your head no. Loosen up those muscles in the neck. And take a breath here. Exhale. Next, inhale, eyes forward. Exhale, travel to the top of the mat. Forward fold. You can step your 2 feet either as wide as the mat or hips distance. Bring a nice healthy bend to your knees, and then let your torso dangle over your legs. You can grab for opposite elbows and shift from side to side. Or you can interlace your hands behind your low back and let that one fist fall over the crown of your head. You can keep a bend in your knees, or you can start to lift your hips up towards the ceiling, lengthening, straightening the knees. Allow your arms to fall down out of whatever grip they're in. And then walk your feet back to center, either hips width distance, or you can toe heel your feet together. And fold over the legs. The next couple of breaths, start to roll up to standing. Slowly as you can. Head comes up very last. You can shrug your shoulders up to your ears and relax them back down the spine. Maybe make circles with the shoulders. Loosen them up. Using them a lot from the beginning of class. Roll them back, roll them forward. And take a moment. Come back to your breath. From there, you can stay where you are. I'm gonna turn so you can see me. We're gonna skip traditional vinyasa flow chaturanga business, and we're going to do the crouch and curl variation of these sun salutations. I'll be adding in some chaturangas later, but as always, you can feel free to skip them. For now, we're just going to work with this modification. So in Tadasana, your hands can be at the sides, or you can bring your hands to heart center. And find a stance that feels neutral to you, but grounded. And take a couple of moments to experience what Samastitihi feels like in your body. That is same on all sides, standing pose, equilibrium in the body, a subtle power that comes from alignment. That might mean stacking your hips over your ankles, engaging your legs, shoulders over hips, chest lifts, shoulders down, crown of the head up, chin parallel with the floor. All right, next inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Pause and breathe. In through the nose, out through the nose. Realign the body. Spin the pinkies in towards each other. I know you can't see my hands, but that's what's going on up there. You can look up through your hands at the ceiling if your neck allows today. And then just try to lengthen upwards, lift out of the waist, grounded with the feet. Take a big inhale here. Exhale, swan dive down. Next inhale, bring your hands to your shins or your thighs, extend the spine, stay where you are. I'm going to turn so you can see. Crown of the head forward, back as flat as it can be, kind of like an upside down L. And next, exhale, crouch and curl. Bend both knees, sit your hips over your ankles. You're welcome to press your toes into the floor and lift your heels as much as you like. Or you can see what your balance is like today and try to wrap your arms around your legs. My balance is not great this morning. And catch yourself with your hands or simply support yourself with your hands. If you'd like, you can bring your forehead down to your knees. Feel that stretch in the back of your neck, down the spine to the base of the spine. Pause and breathe. This will be our reset posture. All right, very next inhale, big transition. Come all the way up to standing. Inhale, reach up, ride the breath all the way up. Exhale, arms down. Just the arms. Very nice. All right, so we'll do all of that a couple of times. We'll start to speed up a little bit and build up some heat. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, crouch and curl. Again, inhale, stand up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, crouch. Inhale, stand. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, crouch. Last time. Inhale, stand. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, crouch and curl. From that crouch and curl, go ahead and walk your hands forward, walk your feet back, and make your way back to downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Next, inhale, lift your right leg high up towards the ceiling, 3-limb dog. Oh wait, this is probably a good time for a water break. Let me give you a little minute to get some water. That might make sense. Hydration, friends. Before we get too heated. And just for a update on time, it is now 9:34. For me, it's 4:34. Magic. All right. When you're ready, you can make your way back to downward facing dog. All right, downward facing dog. Lift your hips. Let your crown of your head fall down. Take a breath in. Exhale. Inhale, right leg lifts high up towards the ceiling. Reach, extend. Exhale, step your right foot in between your palms. Lower your left knee down. Untuck your back toes. From here, reach your arms forward. Inhale. All the way up to a low crescent lunge. Exhale, fall back, reach back. Inhale, reach forward. Big circles. Inhale up. Exhale, back. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, fall back. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, fall back. Inhale, reach forward. This time, stop at the top of your lunge. Go ahead and sink your hips down on your next exhale if you like, if that feels comfortable for you. And then you can add a back bend here. Again, if you feel supported in that, you're welcome to bring your hands to your low back or keep your hands lifted or find that cactus pose, bending both elbows. Pause and breathe, chest is lifted. Next, exhale, half Hanumanasana. Bring your, I think it's just Hanumanasana, not half, whatever. Bring your hands down to the floor. Straighten your right leg. Drag your hips back. And you might drag your right hip back and allow your left hip to kind of become even with your right hip. And then with a flat back, fold over your right leg. Pause and breathe. Shove your right heel into the floor. Point your toes to the ceiling. When you're ready, walk your hands forward. Tuck your back toe, lift your back knee, low lunge. Lift your chest off of your right thigh. Next inhale, high crescent lunge. Press your feet into the ground, lift your chest, arms come overhead. Ensure that your 2 feet are on opposite tracks. They're not in one line. Pause and breathe here. Press your left heel up towards the ceiling, deepen your lunge. Energize your inner thighs towards each other. That did not mean to rhyme. And then take an inhale, reach forward. Exhale, big transition. We're going to move into one-legged Tadasana. So launch forward, lift your left leg up. If it takes a couple of steps to get there, no worries. I'm not trying to get everybody to be an acrobat today. We're making your way to standing with your left knee parallel to your left hip, your left ankle underneath your left knee, straight right leg. You can bring your hands to heart center, playing with balance here. Back to the breath. When you're ready, shift forward, step your left foot back, find your high crescent lunge. Take an inhale when you land. Exhale, warrior 2. Beautiful. You might bend in and out of your right knee. And then settle back into place, right knee over right ankle. The inside of your left foot striking into the mat. Arms out wide, eyes over your front middle finger. Come back to your breath. Shoulders over hips. Sink a little more into your lunge. Beautiful. Your next inhale, straighten your right leg. Bump your left hip back. Exhale, Trikonasana, triangle pose, right hand down, left hand up. From here, bring your right rib cage up towards the ceiling, twist up towards the ceiling, look up if the neck allows. If you're feeling tension in your neck, you can look down to the ground. Come back to your breath. Next inhale, reach up. Lift your chest, straighten your arms, turn your right toes towards the left side of your mat. Parallel your 2 feet. Next, exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Lead with your chest, fold forward. You might take some moments here to shift from side to side, find some movement. If there are twists that you enjoy, you can go there. Maybe Skandasana. Maybe there's an inversion for you. Maybe there's just stillness and allowing the body to take this moment to rest. When you're ready, Draw yourself back up. Make your way up to standing. Arms out wide, legs out wide. Next exhale, warrior two. Turn your right foot, toes forward, bend into your right knee. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Reach your right hand up. Look up towards the ceiling. Reach up and back, extending the right side of your body. Next exhale, cartwheel both hands down. Now from here, you're welcome to move into that traditional chaturanga flow, or you can skip this. Otherwise, you'll step your right foot back, high plank pose, lower down halfway, hug your elbows in. Inhale to lift your chest, flip your toes, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Flip your toes, lift your heels, straighten your legs, straighten your arms, head heavy. Come back to the breath. Now we'll move to the next side. Next, inhale, lift your left heel up towards the ceiling, three-limb dog, reach, extend, straighten the knee. Exhale, step it through. You can use your hands to wiggle your foot in between the palms. Lower your right knee down, untuck your right toes. Make your way. Inhale to reach forward and up, making your way up to a low lunge. Exhale, fall back, reach back. Finding those circles again. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, fall back. Again, working with momentum. Inhale to reach. Exhale, fall back. Last one, inhale, reach. Exhale, back. Next inhale, find your low lunge, your low crescent lunge, arms up overhead. Then you're welcome to find that deeper lunge, sending your hips down. You're welcome to also find a back bend here. You can bring your hands to your low back for supported back bend, or keep your arms lifted, or find that big expansive cactus pose, both elbows bent. Chest is lifted, eyes are up. Really going into this to the extent that you can feel sensation, not to its furthest degree. And then make your way. Your next inhale, lift up. Your next exhale, Hanumanasana. Pull your hips back, bring your hands to the floor, straighten your left leg. All of this can happen at your pace. No need to move too quickly, lose your balance. Just listen to the speed at which your body would like to go. We have plenty of time when we land to move into the pose. Press your left heel into the floor, lift your toes up towards the ceiling. With a flat back, fold over your left leg. Pause and breathe. Next inhale, walk your hands forward. Tuck your back toe, lift your back knee. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Lift your chest, lift your arms up overhead. Pause here. Come back to your breath. Push your back heel up towards the ceiling. Deepen your lunge. Energize your thighs in towards each other for support. Next inhale, reach forward. Exhale, move your way to one-legged Tadasana. Launch forward, lift your right knee with you. You need to move into standing on 2 feet first before lifting your right knee. No worries. Here we are again in our balancing pose. Right ankle underneath your right knee. Flex your foot. Right knee is as parallel with your right hip as you can get it. Straighten your left leg. Come back to your breath. When you're ready, step your right foot all the way back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, warrior two. Warrior two, your right heel is on the ground. Left knee over left ankle. Again, you can bounce in and out of that front standing leg. Give some love and attention to that joint. When you're ready, settle back into your lunge. Arms out open wide. Reaching for opposite sides of the room. Bring your eyes over your front middle finger. Come back to your breath. Strike the inside edge of your back foot into the mat. Deepen your lunge. Shoulders over hips. Inhale to straighten your left leg. Exhale, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Left hand down, right hand up. You can look up towards the ceiling or down towards the floor. Spiral your chest up, left rib cage up towards the ceiling. Find that spinal twist. Come back to your breath. Inhale, lift your chest, arms out wide. Turn your left toes to the right side of the mat. Finding that star pose. Stretch out, reach out. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Again, take some time to wiggle. Maybe bend the knees. Allow your torso to be loose. If you like to twist, you can bring your right hand down to the floor, lift your left hand up, and then lower your left hand. Bring your right hand up towards the ceiling. You can alternate like that. Or find those side lunges if those feel good to you. Or be in stillness. When you're ready, open your arms out wide, lift your chest, fill your lungs. Exhale, warrior two, point your left toes to the front of the mat, arms open wide, bend your left knee. Inhale, reverse your warrior, reach high up and back. Lift your chest, finding that stretch along the left side body. Exhale, cartwheel both hands down. And then if you'd like to, you can move into that traditional chaturanga flow. You can also skip it. For the flow, step your left foot back, high plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift the chest, straighten the arms, flip your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come back to your breath. Okay, we're gonna flow that. I'm gonna add a little bit more. Might end right at 10 o'clock, so there might be an abrupt ending here. All right, when you're ready, take a breath in, breath out. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, lift your chest. High crescent lunge. Breathe out. Your next inhale, move into a one-legged Tadasana, shift forward, lift your left leg. Finding that balancing. Take an inhale here. Exhale, warrior three, kick your left foot back. Maintaining that balance, that focus, reach forward, kick back. You can inhale here. Exhale, step your left foot back, find high crescent lunge again. Big inhale when you land. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten your right leg. Exhale, Trikonasana, right hand down, left hand up. Beautiful. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, cartwheel both hands down. Before you flow, this time, step your right foot back. Find a side plank. Your left hand is the base. Reach up with your right hand. You're welcome to find that supported side plank with your left knee down. Push through your left hand, shoulders aligned. Reach up. When you're ready, high plank pose. And you can find that traditional chaturanga flow, or you can simply meet us in downward facing dog. Oh yeah. Come back to your breath. That was a lot. Let it sink into the floor. Other side. Inhale, left heel lifts. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Exhale, stay here. Inhale to reach forward, stand up, one-legged Tadasana. Exhale to land. Inhale to reach. Exhale, warrior three. Kick your right heel back. Reach forward with your arms. Kick back with your right leg. Straighten your left leg. Come back to your breath. As you're ready, step your right foot back. Exhale. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale to straighten your front leg. Exhale, triangle pose. Inhale, lift your chest, turn your toes. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, cartwheel both hands down. Moving into that side plank, step your left foot back. Lift your left hand up towards the ceiling. You're always welcome to find a supported side plank here with your right knee down. Really finding that alignment. When you're ready, high plank. Option to flow or meet us in downward facing dog. All right, downward facing dog. Cross your right foot in front of your left foot. Bend both of your knees. Oh wait, I lied. We're coming into a seated half pose, or seated half twist. So you can make your way down to the ground. Right leg over left leg. I thought I was gonna do something cute, but I forgot what I was doing, so that's fine. Bring your left hand behind you. And reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. Is that right? No, that's wrong. Right arm behind you. Left arm reaches up for the ceiling. Poke your left elbow over your right knee. Lift your chest. And let the breath carry your eyes back towards the wall behind you. Try to keep your spine as straight as possible. Your chest is lifted. No need to push any muscles here. Just come back to your breath. When you're ready, counter twist. Bring both palms to the opposite side of your body. And now from here, I'm going to try to do something cute. A little breakdancer move. If you don't want to do that, you can just change your legs. So if you want to do a little move, you can press your palms into the floor. Lift your hips. Turn, turn, turn. This time your right knee is on the ground. Sit your hips back down. Left knee up. Yeah, you're facing the same direction. That's fun. Or not. All right, from there, left hand behind your spine, right hand reaches up for the ceiling. Hook your right elbow over your left knee. Twist. Keep your spine as straight as possible, chest lifted, eyes over your left shoulder. Come back to your breath. When you're ready, counter twist. Bring both palms to the floor on the other side of your body. From there, you can bring your 2 feet together, knees out wide. Bring your sits bones down to the floor. Seated butterfly. Lead with your chest, lower your chest down. Bring your head down, come back to your breath. And if folding all the way forward is not accessible today, find your depth and then bring your chin down towards your chest. As you're ready, lift your chest. Gently close your knees like a book. 2 feet on the ground, hips width distance. From here, we're going to move into a reverse tabletop. Bring your hands behind you, your wrists in towards the body, your fingertips facing away from the body. From there, press into the mat, lift your hips, let your head fall down. Pause and breathe. Lower your hips. And then with control, lower your spine all the way down to the floor. And from here, you can bring both knees into the body. Sway from side to side on your back. Just for a time check, it is almost 10 o'clock, so if you need to end your session here, that's totally fine. I am recording this. Otherwise, when you're ready, move into a supine twist. Lower your 2 knees onto the left side of your body. Open your arms out wide. Send your eyes to the right, towards your right palm, or you can close your eyes and simply bring your gaze up towards the ceiling, maybe soften your gaze, whichever feels comfortable today. Come back to your breath. This is a good time to check in with how you're feeling now after moving continuously for an hour, all the work that you've done. Check in with your energetic body, see where your feelings, emotions, thoughts are going. And just observe them without judgment. Observe the hard work that you've just done without an eye towards perfectionism but with an eye towards welcoming your efforts. Next inhale, drag your knees into your chest. And then lower them to the right side of your body. Arms open. Eyes to the left side, towards your left palm, or up towards the ceiling. You can close your eyes down or soften the focus of your eyes. And this time, scan the body from head to toe, noticing what muscles still feel tension, noticing what muscles have softened over this time. Maybe allowing yourself to visualize the muscles that are still tense and sending breath towards those spaces in the body, asking the body to relax and release. When you're ready, bring your knees back into your chest. Wrap your arms around your legs and shift from side to side. And just take a moment for gratitude for your ancestors and the guidance that they give, whether you feel that you can hear it or not. Gratitude towards your communities in person and online. Gratitude to the yoga practitioners and teachers before us that come from ancient India and this practice. And gratitude for yourself for taking care of yourself in whatever way you so choose. And take a big inhale in. Exhale, Shavasana. Bring your legs out long. Arms to your sides. Palms up, toes out. Relax your shoulder blades to the ground. Move the tongue away from the mouth, open the jaw. I will make space for Shavasana for the next 2 minutes. If your practice is finished, you're welcome to close the chat or leave. Otherwise, I will hold this space and see you in 2 minutes. As you're ready, you can start to bring some light and life back to your fingers and toes. Wiggle your wrists and ankles. Allow the motion to travel up through your arms and legs. When you're ready, you can make your way up to a seat. Thank you so much for practicing with me today, wherever you are, whenever you are.